Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lauren if you're new here, but if you're not new, then hopefully you have been following along on this Project Pan journey. We are now 7 months into a 10-month Project Pan project, and I think it was a good-ish month. You know, there were some items in my Project Pan that I have just, I will be honest, straight up given up on. So for this Project Pan, what I wanted to do is I actually wanted to finish products. Now we are 7 months down and I have finished one item. So I talked about this a lot in my last update, but this Project Pan was really eye-opening in terms of the items that I think are reasonable to finish versus the items that I picked, which a lot of them not reasonable to get finished, even in 10 months. I know that's crazy, but some of them just, the progress I have made is slim, but that's not all of them. Some we've made great progress on. Some I am very confident we will be finishing up in the month of September. I cannot believe we are in September. That is absolute insanity to me. But here we are in September now, talking about August. And yeah, maybe I should just start by talking about the products. You know, I feel like I'm a little all over the place in this video today. I don't know. I feel good about some of the items and I don't feel great about other items in this Project Pan. So let's start with some good news. So first up, let me talk about my Fenty Beauty, my Blur and Smooth Tint Stick in the color 4. This is actually one that I have been using a ton of, and this is what is left. That is it, okay? So I am feeling very good about finishing this product up in September. I think it can be done. Look at that, that's it. I don't know if there's more product in here. I hope not, but this is as far as it will go up. So I'm hoping I'm not gonna have to dig out a bunch of additional product. We will see. Now, with this Project Pan, it really is all about finishing the products, but you know, I also like to get to know the products better, especially if they're really popular, especially if they're ones that I might want to reference to in other videos. And with this one, I really typically do not like stick foundation, but this one I actually like. This is one of the very few stick foundations that I feel looks good on my skin. Sometimes if I do not prep my skin well enough, it will sit on top of my skin and it will not look great. But lately, I think because it's so hot out, it's been melting into my skin pretty well. So this is a great warm weather foundation for me. Not so great in the cold months. That's what I've discovered. So I am feeling very confident that we can finish this up in the month of September. Fingers crossed. One product that I feel like I have not been giving enough love to, and that's because I've been working on the Fenty stick, and this does not work well with the Fenty stick, but it's the Charlotte Tilbury concealer in the color 1 Fair. It's so tiny, right? But you know, we have done quite a bit of work with this concealer. So you can see that we have hit pan, the pan is getting bigger, and I will be throwing up a starting picture of what it looked like in the very beginning of the Project Pan versus what it looks like now. So we've got a pretty big divot. And with this product, I realized I really like using my finger to apply it. It just gets the product warm. It makes it a little more malleable. And so I just stick my finger in it now. And that seems to be the solution to getting through this guy. So will I finish this entire thing by the end of November when our Project Pan wraps up? No, probably not. But I'm still working on it. So I still want to see how big we can get that pan by the end of November. Okay, one item that kind of caught me unawares. I knew we were making good progress on it, but I actually think it's almost done. I'm pretty sure, and that is the translucent powder, veil setting powder from Hourglass. What I've been doing is I have been keeping track of my progress by putting these little lines on it, and they're all coming off. So that was not the best way to track my progress. So I'm gonna post a zoomed in picture so you can maybe see where the powder is, but there's barely any left. You can kind of see it's really low down there. We're almost done. I complained about this in my last update too, but I really want to remove the sifter in here so I can get in and really see how much powder is left. and I have tried, and I have gotten powder everywhere. So I don't know if I can get that sifter off to get inside, which is kind of disappointing. I'd like to get inside. Maybe I need to email Hourglass. I think that's what I need to do. I'm gonna email Hourglass and see if they have any suggestions for getting the sifter off, because I'm pretty sure we are almost done with this. I've been using it a lot lately. It's hot, I get sweaty. I need more powder in my T-zone area, and I think we can finish this in September too. Lofty promises from me this month. Finishing 2 products when it's taken me 7 months just to finish 1. But I think we can do it. I do. One promise that I did make in the last month's update though is on my Charlotte Tilbury eyeliner. Now this is a dual eyeliner. It's got a light green and a dark green. And I said I was pretty sure that we could finish up the light green side, and we did. So this gold part in the middle was kind of like the middle point, and there is no product in this gold part. And I know because I got down to the little stick that holds the product in place. So this side with the light green is done. We are still working on the dark green, but we are almost done. And for this one, I have been measuring it. So let's see, what are we at? We are down to, I put 58 millimeter. Yeah, 58 millimeters of product. But honestly, if you take into consideration that there's no product in this gold part, it's significantly less. So we don't have very far to go, and I am so excited for that. And this is a great eyeliner. Honestly, the kohl eyeliners from Charlotte Tilbury are fantastic. It was just an older product, and I wanted to finish it. And I think this is, dare I say it, another product that we can finish in September. So I am now saying we can finish 3 products in September. Okay, one product that, I don't know, I feel like I've kind of stalled on my progress, which is a little bit interesting, but that's from M Cosmetics. And this is the So Soft bronzer in the color Terra. And previously we have been going through this at a rate of 2 millimeters a month. So I was like, okay, that's great. We are totally gonna finish it by the end of this project pan, but it seems like my progress has stalled a little bit. So last month we had 7 millimeters of product left. This month we have 6 millimeters. So I needed to use it more, obviously. Maybe it just got denser towards the bottom of it because I have been using it. But there's been a lot of new bronzer releases that I have been trying, and you know, sometimes it's hard to pull out the one you know and love and you want to do something different. So do I still think we can finish it by the end of November? Yes, I think we can. But we're just stalled a little bit, just a little bit. Some items that I picked for my project pan that are frustrating because I cannot tell the progress. The first one is from MAC. This is the Strobe Dewy Skin Tint Illuminator in Light 1. And what I've been doing is I've had it sitting up so you can see that we have definitely used up some product. Like there's no product up here. I can't tell you how far down we've used the product. I know I've been using this a lot. I typically mix it in with foundation. It works really well with the Fenty stick. Did not think it was going to, but these actually mix really well. This is another product I don't use a lot of, but I just use a little so I can mix it with my foundation, give me a little more of a dewy look. It's great, and I've been using it. And now there is definitely progress, but I cannot tell you how much progress. Same with my Rare Beauty. Except this one, the product is so thick that you cannot tell how far down it is because it clings to the walls. And yes, I did confirm that the packaging is in fact clear. It's not like it's a colored packaging and we just won't be able to tell. It's literally that the product is so thick. I've tried to get a cotton swab in there to kind of scrape the sides, and I can tell you we're probably at least halfway through, maybe a little bit more. But this product, I literally use 2 dots on each cheek. That's it. I don't use any more than that. So it is slow going. This is a very pigmented blush. It's a great blush. I love the color. I love this blush. Do I think I'm going to finish it by the end of November? I don't think I will know until I get to the very bottom. I think once I get to the bottom, then I'll be like, oh, I finished it, you know? But it's so hard to tell if I'm even close. And again, I think progress has been made. I can't tell you how much progress. So one item that I definitely picked for my project pan, and I picked wrong, was my light stick from ColourPop in the color Winter Nights. This, even on the months that I was using it heavily, just no progress. No progress. And it is so pretty. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful color, but I don't use it a lot, and like the progress has just stalled. So this is an item that I just have kind of given up on. Like, I'd rather focus on other things. I'd rather have fun pulling different highlighters out. Like, I went gold today and I never go gold, but this was not the right product to put in a project pan where the goal is to finish things, because not hitting that goal. And you know, like, that's how I feel with a lot of the items this month. I was traveling a lot, so I tried to bring a bunch of items in my project pan, and I did. Like, I brought the Fenty stick, I brought the M Cosmetics bronzer, but I just wasn't using a whole lot of items in my project pan. So like my Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter eyeshadow in the color Reflect, I used a couple times. So you can see the little dip in there, and I'll show you a before and after starting point to where we are now. So the dip is great. Like, the dip didn't exist when we started this project pan, but this is just a product that I didn't reach for a lot this month. Same with my loose eyeshadow from Fyrinnae in Valhalla. This is another like really beautiful, like really sheer kind of light lavender. It's almost hard to pick up the lavender color on screen. And I'm not gonna tip it over because that's how I spilled the bunch, but you can kind of see on here the color. Very, very pretty, just did not reach for it. This was not the month for loose eyeshadows. I was playing a lot with eyeshadow palettes, and I have been really obsessed with my Danessa Myricks light sticks. Those things are fantastic. If you watch any of my shorts and you see a really glittery eyeshadow, it is for sure those light sticks because they're so good. I have been using my crushed oil infused gloss from Bobbi Brown in the color Slow Jam. There's a little air bubble there that wasn't there before. I don't know, it's so small. I think it just gets lost in my purse. I know it gets lost in my purse. So that's why it should be done, right? It should be done. But I am putting this back in my purse so I can continue to use it. I just want to see a little bit of a gap. And there is like, I think that counts. There's a gap. It's a little one, okay? But it's something. Any lip item is really hard for me to focus on. I don't know why. Like, I just have a really hard time sticking to one lip item. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. So this project pan has really like made me look into what things I can get through and what things I just do not work my way through. And that's why I need to stop buying lip products, because I have so many and I have so many I'd like to finish and I just don't stick to them. The only one that I've been doing a decent job on is from Benefit. This is their Pink Quartz Moisturizing Lip Balm. There is a little dip in there, as you can see. This one I'll also be sticking back in my purse. Will I be able to finish it by the end of November? Probably not, realistically. This is another one that I was not reaching for this month, so I'm not going to give you an update. I have been measuring this one, but again, there's no progress for the month of August. But I'm putting this one in my purse so I can reach for it more. It's a really nice moisturizing lip balm, and it makes my lips like the prettiest pink. So it's a really good product, and it's an easy one for me to wear without having to like check in the mirror if I got it all over the place. 'Cause sometimes, even with lip glosses, sometimes you want them to be like in the lines. And there's, Edam is one that I really like the feel of the lip gloss, but it gets messy and I have to pull out a mirror, so it takes me longer to finish it, you know? But that's an example of a lip gloss that is failing me right now. Or that I am failing, maybe. The last item I want to talk about is one that I misplaced, but it is my eyeshadow singles from Half Magic. And I'm not going to put a before and after of this one either, because I have not been using it, because I finally found it. Turns out, when I was cleaning up, I put it away. Who would have thunk? So I haven't been reaching for these. I love these eyeshadows. These are fantastic. There are different formulas in these though. So some of them are a little bit longer lasting than others. I talk a lot about this shade right here, which is Blushing Lizard, which is one of my all-time favorite eyeshadow singles. Today I have this green one. I think it's Mossy Rock. That's on my eyes, but it is of a formula that wears off. So in the morning when I put it on, it was a deeper green, and now it's definitely a little more sheer than it was originally. So just interesting that there's a bunch of different formulas with these singles. This is going back in my project pan. It technically never left, I just couldn't find it, but it is going back so that we can pan one of these before the end of the project, which I think we can. I think Blush and Lizard, we're almost there. So we're gonna continue to work on that one in particular, and all the other ones. They're all really pretty, and just get some progress. So I am saying that there are 3 items in my project pan that I can finish in the month of September. So wish me luck. Let's cross our fingers, and let's really hope that I can, in fact, finish 3 of these products. I think we can. Look, we're so close with some of them. I feel really good about specifically like the Hourglass Veil. There's just so little powder left in here, and it's taken me so long to finish it. I know that I am going to stick to this in September, only use this, and we're gonna finish it. We're gonna do it. I also have really high hopes for the Fenty and the Charlotte Tilbury. So those are the 3 items that I am gonna be focusing all my energy on. We're gonna finish them. We are gonna get them out of this project pan so we can focus on other things. Totally doable. Totally doable. This is the 7-month update of our 10-month project pan. Panning is hard. If you are working on your own project pan, please remember panning is hard. So don't get frustrated. I've gotten frustrated a few months, and now I'm just like, look, there are items that I can focus on that I can get through, and that is what I'm gonna do. I can't finish everything. I know that. I realize that now, especially with the items that I chose, but I think there is enough where I'm gonna be really happy at the end of the 10 months. Also, I'm losing my voice, so I'm gonna let you go. But if you're working on your own project pan, let me know how it's going. We are panning in solidarity, and I would love to hear from you, and I will see you all in the next update. Bye.